Hello, my name is Dr. Eide, Dr. Sean Eide. I am your QBA professor, QBA 2302, and this is just a brief introduction to the course. And I'm just going to be going through the Canvas course with you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Um, and so right here, you see the Canvas course. You can start up here by going to the syllabus and the course introduction. Click here to start. And here's the video that you're watching right now. That also tells you to download the syllabus. And it goes through and says, hey, here's the textbook. Now, this is a digital textbook. You can also get a physical copy. But yeah, it is a digital textbook that's completely free. So feel free to download that or access it online. Also, my office hours, you can, they're all done via Zoom. Um, Ignore I'll fix that in just a minute. But on the syllabus, I'll go over Zoom meetings as well with your group members and also with me. And then here's the office hours. You can click on this right here to book office hours. And it's like, hey, I want individual office hours. And then you can come down here and I'm going to have office hours available. Like right here, it says, okay, you've got office hours available on May 20, and then on Mondays and Wednesdays. And so you can book office hours with me through this right here. And then you just click on here, put your information in, and then you can book office hours. And then when you have office hours, just access my office hours through the Zoom link right here on the main page. You notice it's right here. You just click Zoom and it'll go straight to my office hours stuff. My office hours on Zoom. So let's go back to the course introduction. Let's see here. Quizzes. Uh, you're going to have about 28 quizzes throughout the course of the semester. The reason why there's so many quizzes is essentially you have a quiz almost every single day. You do the homework, and after you do the homework, then you take a quiz over the homework to show that you did the homework. To be really frank with you, the individuals that succeed are the ones that actually do the homework and take the quizzes. I caught multiple people last year or last semester, rather, they were taking the quizzes together, they were sharing answers, and it was really easy to tell that when they were doing really well in the quizzes, but they were doing really poorly on the exams, I was able to essentially pinpoint who was working with who was cheating, so on and so forth. And so you can work with one another on completing the homework, but you've got to take the quizzes yourself. And that's really going to tell you, hey, do you not understand this material or do you not? Because if you keep bombing the quizzes, then it's like, hey, you should probably pay attention to this material before you take the exam. My whole goal is to essentially set you all up so that way when you get to your exam, you will have already done all of the work on your quizzes to be able to be like, hey, I've already studied everything. I don't have to study that much more. I just have to make sure that I thoroughly understand whatever it is that I'm already working on. And so exams, they're I'll show you the syllabus in just a minute, but the exams are all on Canvas. I did open them up for 2 days, and the reason why, to be frank, is because I'm trying to give you guys an extra day to study or take your exam or get ahead on the next. It's whatever flexibility you want. I have 3 days allocated for an exam and a group exam. So essentially what you do is you take an exam, and then after you take the exam, you take the group exam the next day. But if you take the exam the first day, then you can actually get started on the next set of material as well. And then the final project, there's an Excel 3 workbook. It's essentially just an Excel um, page or an Excel workbook that you complete. The first one, to be frank, it probably would take you in total about 3 hours to complete. The second one, I would imagine that it would take an individual around 6 hours to complete. And what y'all do is each individual person completes each individual part, and then you guys come together and you submit one completed one. And those, like I said, who do the work themselves and submit it themselves, or come prepared, will do really well. Also, we're about to have you're going to have a syllabus quiz, and so we're going to go over the syllabus right now, and I'd encourage you to take this quiz as many times as you need to make sure that you thoroughly understand it. Let's go ahead and and then also this intro survey. If you haven't done this yet, it's a survey that allows me to put you guys into groups. Please do that. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the syllabus, so we can download the syllabus. Let's open this up. You can see here, hey, here's all the information for this. See here, show in folder, open with. Okay, so right here, it's got my email address. It's got my link to book office hours. It's got the link for my Zoom. You can click on all those. You can read through the course objectives. Please don't cheat. I try to treat you guys as much like adults as possible because you are adults. But the temptation to cheat is definitely there. And it was really unfortunate at the end of last semester. It was time for final grades. And I realized, oh, well, there's 15 people that cheated. And I was able to tell because I give so many quizzes and exams and so on and so forth. It's really easy to tell who's working with who, and just by running some simple statistic analysis. So yeah, please don't cheat. Cheating is essentially just talking to other people. You're allowed to use almost anything else that you want. You can't use Chat GP. You can't use those different websites for that have exams and quiz questions posted on them. But you can Google, you can do whatever you want. Because I can't stop you really unless I put a lockdown browser, and I don't want to use lockdown browser. But the exams and the quizzes are timed. So if you're not ready to take the exam or the quiz and you've got to start Googling and you run out of time, there's plenty of time to complete everything. But if you've got to Google or look things up, you're going to run out of time. And so that's my word of caution is you can Google, but just realize there's only a set amount of time to get everything done. You just can't talk to one another, and you can't use those websites that have exam and quiz questions. Yeah. And then, so you're going to have a total of 4 exams. Each exam is worth 150 points. Yeah. And then you've got group exams the day after the individual exams. And then we also have group meetings, and I'm going to put you guys in your groups in a little bit. And then these are essentially the activities are free points. You take a syllabus quiz that you've already taken probably, or you're about to take the grouping survey, which hopefully you've already completed. The installed data analysis tool pack, there's instructions on how to do that, just free points. And then at the end of the semester, another more free points with completing the post QPA survey. And coming down here, Unit 3 Excel workbook. This right here is the project. It's slightly different than what I do during the semester, purely because during the semester, it takes a little bit more time to actually put together an entire presentation. During the summer, I don't have you guys put together a presentation. I have you do a shorter write-up. But there is an Excel workbook, an individual submission of the Unit 4 workbook, and then the Unit 4 project write-up, and that's worth a total of 100 points between all of that. And like I said, you have individual points because each individual person is supposed to submit it for Unit 4. And then you've got the group points, which are worth a lot more. And then you guys evaluate one another, and based on how you evaluate each other, you get a percentage. So if everyone in your group says that you did 50% of the work and your group gets an 85, well, then you only get a 42.5. And so that's the way that works. But that rarely happens, especially during the summer. You guys are normally really motivated to contribute and get things done. And so I normally have really good results with that. So this is the way that the syllabus is set up. I updated it a little bit from the original one that I sent, so just be aware of that. The dates are updated. Then also I updated that you have multiple days for the individual exam, and I just cleaned a few things up. And so you look through this and you'll see, okay, I've got these quizzes due on these particular days at 11:59 p.m. Okay, and then you've got these other items that are due. And so you can go through all of these and just know, hey, I've got to do this material, I've got to turn in this quiz, I've got to take this exam, and then I've got to turn in these items. And so this is a really good thing for you guys to just print off, and then you can check it off, and you can work ahead if you want to. You can work ahead, and I mean, you can do almost, yeah, you should be able to do all the quizzes right now if you actually wanted to. And so what I was saying earlier is I give you 3 days, like Friday, June 9th to Sunday, June 11th, to complete individual exam 1 and the group exam. What I would highly suggest is after you complete exam 1, or the group exam, pretty much, yeah, after you complete exam 1, I would highly suggest that you get started on the next one. So it's like, hey, I completed exam 2, get started on the next one. I completed exam 3, get started on the next one right away. I don't, I have this little group exam 3 in there, but if you start on June 20th, it's normally a brand new material. It might take you a couple days to really wrap your mind around it. And so I'd suggest all the videos are there, so on and so forth. As soon as you're done with the individual exam, you've got a group exam where you work together with other group mates to complete some of the hardest questions on the quiz or on the exam together. And it's just a completely separate grade that allows you to review the material and make sure that you thoroughly understand it. Okay, so let's look at Canvas. The way that it's set up, which if you look at the syllabus, we've got Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4. And then looking at Canvas, we've got Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. And so you just click on this unit and you'll notice, okay, Unit 1-1-1. So 1-1-1 will give you all the material that you need for the quiz 1-1-1. And then 1-1-2 will give you all the material that you need for 1-1-quiz 1-1-2. And then 1-2-1 will give you all the material for 1-2-1, so on and so forth, going all the way down. So just know that whatever is in this tab will give you the material for that quiz. And then you've got the exam right here. You've got right here the PowerPoint. It is a link to my Box account, my Baylor Box account. So you can click on this, just log in with your Baylor ID. And it'll be like, Duo, are you actually part of Baylor? And as long as you're actually part of Baylor, all of the PowerPoints from Unit 1 are right there. All the PowerPoints from Unit 2 are right here. All the PowerPoints from Unit 3 are right here, and Unit 4 right there. And so they will be updated as if I change anything, they will be updated in real time if you just follow this link. And that's the same, this is the same link for every single one. So if you want it for Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, whatever. And then also there's a Unit 1 formula sheet. There's a formula sheet for almost every single unit. And so just be aware of that. So Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, then also whenever you've got your group meetings, just come here. And it's, let's see here, group meetings, group 1 dash, this is due this upcoming Sunday. It's just an introduction, make sure that you understand exactly what's going on here. I've got to change this up a little bit, so don't worry about all this information right here, but I'm about to change it up. And so there'll be a way for you to meet, review some of the material, help one another out, and just support each other in meetings 2 times a week. Let's see here. Other than that, like I said, there's quizzes. The quizzes are based right off of the homework. So if you go to Unit 1 and you click the Word worksheet and the Excel workbook, you click Download Word worksheet, and then the Excel workbook, and you download this as well. I'll open up the Word worksheet. And so this right here is the Word worksheet. And so if you go through all of this material right here, you'll be able to take the quiz for 1-1-1. And then if you open up the Excel workbook, there's also 1-1-1, 1-2-1. These are for each of the what's that called? Yeah, these are for each of the quizzes as well. So just be aware of that. All right, I think that's all I got for this introduction. I hope that this was beneficial, and let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to join the group me. If you haven't joined the group me, let me show you how to do that. Just in case. Let me share this. Share the screen again. Zoom. Share my screen. Let's see here. Group me. Just gonna open this up really quick. And share here. So you can scan that right now with your phone if you want to. But I will also copy this link, and I'm going to put this link on Canvas under course introduction. Let's come right here. Da, 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 da. Okay, so I just put the link for the group me right here. And so you're good to go with the group me link. Looks like I undid some formatting. Whoops. So I'll have to fix that. But that's all that I got. And let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to having you guys in class this semester.